Okay, so this question is cut off. Oops. So I've prepared this like this. So it's a few periodic table trends. And so the first question is just which of the following will react violently with water to form a base. So looking at the periodic table, the alkali metals are the ones that react violently with water to form a base. And so looking at the selections here, so calcium isn't in this list, cobalt isn't in this list, aluminum isn't in this list, chlorine isn't in this list, but potassium is. So it must be potassium. As you move from left to right, what generally happens to the boiling points of the elements? So this one's a little bit of a funny one, but from what I can surmise, the boiling point tends to increase across and then decrease again. So I would say it increases then decreases. So the boiling point tends to be kind of low on this side, rise up quite a bit in the metals, and then drop down again on the in the P block. So I would say it increases then decreases. Which of the following elements is a main group element? So the main group elements are primarily the S and P block. But I would also say the top of the S&P block in my mind, but that might not come up. So tungsten is down in here somewhere. I can't really remember where, but it's not in here. Manganese is here. Aluminum is there. So that looks like our most likely candidate. Copper is, I should know where copper is, there it is. Gold is here. So it looks like, I think, is that, no, that's titanium. I don't know what tungsten is, but in any case, it's not in the main group elements. So aluminum is our main group element. Which elements are most likely to lose electrons? So it's given us a few information here, but we can look at our periodic table. So between selenium, so between iodine, selenium, strontium, and just between those three. So the halogens tend to form -1 charge, so they like electrons, so they're not likely to lose them. These guys tend to form -2, but also some funny stuff could possibly happen, but I would say they're not super likely to lose electrons. These guys, though, love losing electrons, so I would say strontium is our answer. And which family has the lowest electronegativity? So electronegativity tends to increase at a diagonal across the table. So in a row, the alkalis, so if we follow a row, then the alkalis would always have the lowest electronegativity of that row, with francium having the absolute lowest electronegativity, or that I would predict anyway, from this simple trend. But if we're just looking at families, then it would be the alkali metals. Okay, so running through now the solutions given here, so, and I'll maybe scroll up just to see, oh, Alright, let's see if I can do this without causing too much harm. Okay. Alright, so which of the following, so potassium, the boiling point tends to decrease as you move further right. It increases. I would say it increases than decreases, although the boiling point trend I find is not as well described or as well known. But from what I can tell from the periodic table, it increases than decreases. Which of these is a main group? So aluminum. Which elements are most likely to lose an electron? That would be strontium. And the lowest electronegativity would be the alkali metals. So I'm going to say this is correct. And I believe boiling point increases, then decreases, which would be 2A, not B. So I'll just leave it like that.